Welcome. You already know what this is. I am Ledge. Chill with me. I am here for something very. This is different. This is real different. This is real special. So if you here right now, man, you are in good company and you're around something very positive, and you are blessed indeed, man. I'm here with a creator, one of the brilliant minds in battle rap, somebody who's forward thinking, and someone who's always trying to look to move the culture forward in a positive light. Is one and only Brad Arthur, my brother. Thanks for joining me, man.
Thank you, Ledge. That was awesome. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on the podcast. Honestly.
No doubt, man. And shout out to the people in the chat, man. We talked months ago, and you hit me up, and you told me like, "Yo, I got something that's going to be game changing. It's very special. I want you to know about it. So be on the lookout for it." I'm thinking he's probably just talking about like a battle, which is cool too. I'm up for that. Who you got? What battle about? This brother said, "Nah, I'm about to start a website for league owners and battlers to get booked." And I was just like, "Wait, what?" And the vision that he has is so elite, man. This layout, Excalibur bookings.com is the website, and I'm on there, and the layout is sick. The vision is even more sick, and just the ideology to put this together and to have it so well composed and put together, from artists signing up to league owners signing up to having artists already on there, such as Stretch Mills, who we've seen on URL already. Just let's go back, bro. I just want to know, when did you even think about doing something like this? Nobody else has been talking about this, about doing something like this.
Absolutely. So I'll tell you exactly how the idea came to be. So basically, a couple of months ago, a buddy of mine, his name's C Wordplay, right? It was his
Mm,
birthday. For his birthday, I guess he always wanted to battle Prez Mafia, and I didn't. I've never booked Prez Mafia before. I didn't have his number. I didn't know he didn't follow me on Twitter or anything like that. So I was like, all right, how on earth can I get in contact with Prez Mafia? And eventually I got a hold of him and I booked the battle and everything like that. It was a dope birthday present. And was happy it went down. But throughout that process, I was wondering, like, all right, wouldn't it be awesome if there was a directory for battlers right now, for battlers and league owners to connect, kind of like a LinkedIn, basically. Wouldn't that be dope for battle rap? So that's kind of like where the first thought of it came to be.
right. And in that process, um, what did you find the most difficult thing to like try to conquer? Like, I know I got this plan, but what is going to really probably set me back from getting this done?
Me like overthinking it. There was times where I wanted to make the site do so much, but it was almost as if it was too much at one point, you know. So I had to scale back my own thought process and kind of separate ideas and everything like that. That was kind of the only real drawback, but I had a clear vision of it. I had a clear vision of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to accomplish with it. So once I had that, I was gone. Honestly, I was gone.
Now, and when you put this together, before once it was officially complete, approximately how long did it take for it all to be finalized?
Um, I'd say the entire length of time from A
Yeah,
to Z.
because I know you made some tweaks here and there. You've even told me like,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
to go back and do
I'd
this.
say, I mean, the first release time was supposed to be June 15th,
Mm-hmm.
and what is it, July 22nd
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah.
um, so I guess there was some drawbacks and things of that nature, some bugs and things like that. But when I first had the idea, I think it was back in March or April. I think late April.
March and April. And how much help would like, or were you dolo the whole time doing this, or did you have any help at all?
Yeah, I mean, with this is yeah, it was all me. I mean, in terms of like the concept of the idea,
Yeah.
uh, where who I got help in terms of finding the developers. Shout out to my business partner Tung. He's my partner at Pyrex Battle League. We got a card coming up August 15th. Make sure you guys tune in. But aside from that, he helped me get the developer and things of that nature. It kind of helped. I had a couple people help put me with certain people,
Right.
but that yeah, it was all me. It was my vision, and I'm glad that it's out now.
I like it. The Excalibur. What was the name inspired from? Like, what made you come up with that?
So growing up as a kid, like my last name being Arthur, I was always really big into the Arthurian legends of King
King
Arthur
Arthur.
and things of that nature. So I just thought of what it would be dope to kind of like a play on my name a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like an ode to you, because like you putting the work in, you might as well pay tribute to yourself. You're damn right,
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
Now you got the layout, and I see artists on there such as Stretch Mills, somebody who I'm very familiar with. I think he battled Piranha not too long ago, things like that,
Right.
and he's been on URL and he's got a name. Um, in reaching out to these guys, are they more optimistic of this idea? Because I'm sure you're selling them a vision, or are they a little more or they a little more hesitant, reluctant to get into this? What's been the
Honestly,
feedback?
I haven't, like, for example, Chef Trez is supposed to be signing up on there. I spoke to Trez about it a couple of weeks ago. Chase Paper is supposed to be getting on there. Truffaut is going to be getting on there. Fonz is going to be getting on there. Don Marino is going to be getting on there. A bunch of other guys are going to be getting on there. And I haven't really faced any kind of pushback. Everybody's just been loving the idea. When I showed them the site, they loved it. They might not have the time to go sign up right then and there. You know what I mean? But no, they've all like agreed to be joining the site and thinking it's a dope concept and throughout. And their camps are going to be joining, and it's going to keep on growing and growing and growing to hopefully where I end up having every small league in the country on there, as long with just about every battler you could think of, a directory for every battler you could think of, and that's where people go to conduct business. You know,
Yeah,
the vision for it was to have a centralized place where all these bookings happen. Because for me, as being in the promoter side of it, the staff side of it, uh, I'd have to deal with phone calls, text messages, Facebook messages, DMs, and it's kind of hard to keep track of all that information. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to booking talent. And I thought it would be perfect if I had one place where I know, oh no, we booked so and so and so and so and so and so for this amount, this amount, this amount, and they're coming on these dates right here. It's all right here on my in my inbox on Excalibur.
yeah. Now, but and while this is like a positive, like I say, this is a culture shifting type of move you're making, a power play boss type of move. There's gonna always be somebody kind of trying to, I guess, throw some type of ruffles and throw some type of fucking friction within this plan. Are you worried about any pushback from league owners who'd be like, "Hey, I got an artist on there, or there's somebody I'm trying to, nail down because there's contracts and things like that." Do you feel like there's gonna be conflict or pushback with this from league
No,
owners?
absolutely not, because in reality, the goal for a lot of these artists is to build their profiles and to travel and get booked other places. You know what I mean? Go get their money. So in reality, the way I look at it is a lot of these artists that are with primarily with leagues or things of that nature, they're traveling already. They're going to the other leagues already. So
Yeah.
why not have a place for all that business to be conducted? You know?
No, I agree. I think it's a sensible move, and if, like I said, people have families, so you got to take into account, yeah, what's right for you and yours. Um, Now, through your because somebody asked me this and I didn't know the answer, so I'm gonna ask you through this website, if you get something booked or finalized through the website, is there, like, are you guys getting any commission for that, or what's that?
So the way we're operating right now is if an artist wants a staff member from the website to argue to negotiate on their behalf, then maybe yes, we would negotiate a commission to be taken out with that in that kind of scenario.
Okay.
I've found that there's a lot of artists who, for example, I'm not going to say who, but there's an artist who told me, Brad, I love the idea, but I don't even like talking to league owners. Much rather you negotiate for me and and shit like that. And so I talked with him. We figured out what kind of price point would be great for both of us in the situation, more or less. And that's kind of what we're going to go with for that specific situation. But otherwise, no, it's literally just a free platform.
Mm.
The goal for it, because right now we're in phase one. The phase one is for just artists, me trying to get as many artists on the site as possible. And then phase two is when I'm going to try my best to get as many league owners on the site as possible. And when phase two comes is when I'm going to make it more so a ticketing site
Mm.
where fans go on and purchase their tickets for events, and league owners could have like a ticket scanner on their phone and everything like that. So that's where like the second phase of the site is supposed to go.
Mm.
Uh, that's kind of where the commission really is going to come in from the tickets.
Wow.
Um, yeah, so that's really where the money's where hopefully we make the money that I'm hoping to make from it.
I think you're gonna recoup very well from this, man. I'm not even not blowing gas or anything right now. Seriously, I think this is like I said, so forward thinking. It's so sensible. I'm shocked nobody else thought about this, but that's why y'all the brilliant minds, man. Uh,
Thank you.
Now moving forward, pay per views, ticket sales, ticket prices. Now you're doing it kind of dolo now. Like how big of a staff you're gonna need to kind of carry out this plan, really?
I'm taking it as it goes. You know what I mean? I've got a couple of buddies of mine that are working with me behind the scenes that are helping me out with certain things with like promo videos and shit like that. And I've got a couple of guys that I trust that I'm planning on employing as long as I start to make money from this. You know what I mean? I've got a solid team right now. And I'm gonna stay with that kind of circle.
All right. Oh, great question. Tim Nelson. Shout out to Tim Nelson, one of the founding great members of Let's Talk Battle Rap. He has a question. He just wanted to know, how did you end up working with battle rap? Like how did your start come? How did your rise come? What happened?
I love it. That's a great question. I'll tell you how I even became a fan from the very beginning. So growing up, I'm 28 now. Growing up, I grew up in Long Island, New York, and growing up, every summer I'd go to my cousin's house. My cousins lived in Brooklyn, and that's where I'd eventually saw Smack DVDs for the first time. But the
Hmm.
very first battle that I saw was on Making the Band. Do you remember when Jay Mills versus Enes battled each other?
For sure. For sure.
Very first battle I ever saw. And the reason I was watching that was because my cousin was on Making the Band.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, my cousin is this is like a big secret of mine, but I'm giving you the exclusive. My cousin is Dylon.
What? Yo cousin is a legend, bro. What? Oh man. Y'all
That's my that's my cousin.
like
Um,
first cousins? Like what are you like how
my mom and his mom are first cousins, so he's my second cousin. Like I see
that's
him on,
crazy.
but that was the reasoning for it. And to this day, I think it's funny because I always joke with him. I was like, yeah, like yo, me watching your TV show all those years ago ended up being one of my biggest passions in life. I joke with him to this day about it.
That's crazy, Brad.
But how I got started was primarily I was just in the Facebook groups, just commenting and everything like that, and Norbs really I give all my the Norbs put me on. It was me bugging him for like a year and a half, 2 years to work with him, bugging him like literally every couple of months. We'd like, yo, let me work with you, let me work with you, let me work with you. And he finally gave me a shot in on for Born Legacy 6. I think was the first event that I started working with him on. But prior to that, I was working on with him just on the podcast.
Mm.
Um, but with Born Legacy 6 was the first event we worked on with each other. We did Born Legacy 6, Born Legacy 7, Born Legacy 7 PGs, Born Legacy 8, Born Legacy 8 PGs, and the Red Dot 3 PGs.
Mm.
Um, and it was dope.
Yeah.
That's kind of where my name has been for behind the scenes, is mostly linked to Norb. Norb put me on. So shout out to him. I hope everything's going great with him.
No, that's a blessing, man. Yeah, shout out to those who look out for people that's on the come up, man. It's not too many people doing that right now. So definitely a shout out, man. But wow, man, your cousin spit hot fire. I can't believe this. I can't believe this shit, man. That's one of the gems of the year right there, Brad. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to my man, like I said, Tim Nelson's in here, Stevie Gambino. Shout out to my man Selvin Q. Fate is in the building. Fate, you will love this website. Again, for those who are just tuned in, I'm talking to the creator of Excalibur Booking.com, where league owners and up and coming artists can just make a profile if you guys want to get booked and you kind of want to just have one concentrated place where people can tune in and see either why you should get booked, or a league owner can be like, who are the top guys that nobody's really booking, and maybe this is the place where I find some untapped potential talent that I can just go. It just makes so much sense that somebody finally put this together, and I'm here with the creator of that. So Fate, if you like, damn, man, ain't nobody booking me, if URL or King of the, if anybody just stops rocking with you and you still need plates and got that hunger, man, check that site out, man. That site is legit beautiful. The layout is perfect, man. And let me ask you, because I don't want to be blowing smoke, because I know there's things you feel like, I know as a perfectionist that I feel like you are. There's things you feel like can get better. What do you feel like you need to improve on out the gate?
Oh, out the gate with the site. Yo, for
Yeah.
the next update, I want it to be like I want it for the ticket sales obviously, but I also want it to be like a kind of like a cash app kind of where you get your booking fee and everything right on the site. That's kind of what I really wanted to do initially. So I'm looking for an investor to kind of help me put this idea into fruition. But
Hey.
that's really my goal for the next update on the site. Honestly, I think it's
Really,
good.
so just getting that cash instantly, getting the business squared away as fast as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that makes sense because we are in an era of quick, get it done. Short attention spans. Before they change their mind, just get it done. No, that's definitely dope. Do you? I guess do you foresee any copycatting? Because I feel like this is so good and so like game changing. At least to me, I don't know how everybody else feel. This is so game changing to me. I feel like there's going to be some people trying to emulate this. Are you worried about that? Are you flattered by that? Like, how do you feeling? What's your feeling?
God, I'd be flattered. They could try, but in reality, like I don't think anybody can keep up with me. Really, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, be honest with you. I don't think anybody can really keep up.
Yeah, no, I agree. And now you said you got future plans, like, and we talked about that off air. I don't know if you want to share any, but do you want to loot? Huh?
Absolutely. No, I'd love to.
All
Yo,
right.
so
Yeah, yeah. Talk about that then.
right after, like I'm already a couple ideas ahead of this. Like for example, Excalibur Booking was an idea I had back in April, and like I'm kind of fine. What is it, July now? I'm kind of like, all right, finally, I'm done with this, and I can kind of move on to the next idea, because my next idea is I'm gonna bring gambling into battle rap for real, where it's gonna come to like back in high school. I was me and my buddies, we made gambling sites for like our classmates and stuff like that. I'm gonna be able. I have the resources around me where I know I'm gonna be able to kind of make a site for low deluxe versus Sue Surf. You want to put $100 on it, and if the polls say low deluxe win, you win $100. I'm gonna be bringing that to battle rap. That's
Wow.
the next idea.
Yo, you hitting on a lot of targets that I've said like a good well over a year ago. Because I feel like betting and gambling, things like that, kind of help legitimize what this craft is. So
Yeah.
it make bring some little reality into it. Somebody just said Richard Doctor. He said, "So what about for rookie battlers? Would it benefit us?" I think it benefits those guys the most, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So in reality, the goal of the site is to help your profile and have it centralized right there. So You're a rookie battler. You have your most recent footage right there. You have your bio, why you should get booked, where you kind of be able to sell yourself a little bit more than just sending somebody a link. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it really builds you up a little bit more.
Yeah, it eliminates that whole, Twitter spam where, you guys are trying to look for people to latch onto and kind of just spam under the comments. Like there'll be like league owners who are looking for talent and really need talent will be looking for you on Excalibur Booking, man. So
Exactly. And believe me when I tell you this, I'm gonna get every goddamn league on that site by I don't know when, but I'm gonna do it.
yeah,
That's my goal.
is there any league in particular that comes to mind like, oh, this league could really benefit using this site?
Not necessarily.
No.
In reality, I think I'm looking for every single league to be able to benefit from the site.
Yeah.
Whether it be you want to have whether the league owner wants to have there's conversations between bookings all centralized where we have one account and we I can have different staff members jump in and jump out and things of that nature for this one account. Whether they want it like that or whether they want to utilize more so the ticketing function. Um, that's my goal.
Hey man, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, Excalibur Booking. Get get got
Absolutely.
get, me-
Also, I
get on the
almost
site.
forgot to my clothing sponsor, GMG Clothing. Shout out to them definitely.
GMG,
Uh,
I see them in the comments. GMG FX and visuals.
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to them.
Hey, shout out to you guys, man. Hey man, I want some clothes. Hey yo. No, I'm joking. But no, for real though. No, this has been great, man. Like I want to see the evolution of it because it's early in, but the site doesn't look like it's just a few days in. It looked like it's already been around. Do like you get the sense of that already that it kind of looks like well established?
Absolutely, because in reality, for the site, uh, it's been ready, or like it could have went on it since June 15th. You know what I mean? I've been tinkering with different stuff about it for a while now, so I felt like it's been out for a while. You know what I mean? But in terms of it actually being out, it's only been like maybe 2 days.
Yeah, man, and it's just like the traction is going to gain is tremendous. Do you think you can be bought? Like, do you think some big wig gonna come and try to buy this site for like? Oh, I need
Oh,
that.
that's the goal. That's the goal. Like that's the goal. Whether it be an investor or somebody wants to purchase the concept and the site itself, that's the goal. I mean, yeah, I would love that. You know what I mean? I would absolutely love that. That's the goal.
Do you probably got a number already in your head? Like, I'll let this go for this. You do.
Of course. Don't we all? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, yeah. Shit, somebody want to come by my platform, holla at me. I feel you on that.
I know. I like. Hey, listen, man. I know my worth.
Yeah. No, that's a fact, man. Like I said, it's excaliburbooking.com, man. It's so different. It's so needed, and it's gonna be so pivotal in the culture moving forward. Yo, Brad, I want to personally thank you for making this shit, and I want to thank you for your time for even having enough time to chop it up with me, man. You know how much I love this shit.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I consider this to be a blessing, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Thank you for having me. Honestly,
No, definitely. Again, I can't stop saying it enough. Excaliburbooking.com. Go check it out. The site is up, it's running, and it's active. So if you want to get booked, keep keep clicking on there pretty much because how fast are and quick are the updates? That's another question I wanted to know.
honestly, since it's been out, I've been talking with different league owners. I've been talking with different battles. I'm working with, like for example, tons trying to sign up right now with Pyrex Battle League. Shout out to them. That's my home league right now. I know Gates of the Garden's going to be signing up. I know Arvore's going to be signing up. I know a whole bunch of leagues are going to be signing up, and it's going to be dope. It's going to be a really dope experience.
Yeah. Oh, we got one more question. One more, Tim. He said, I assume the Ultimate Madness tournament happened because of the work and thoughts of Nords put in before he left, but was that more because of your input? Like, how much input did you have in that whole concept?
Oh, with Ultimate Madness, no, I had no input with Ultimate
No
Madness, man.
input. Oh, okay.
Nah.
I was trying to. We was giving you a little alley if you wanted to take like a little 2% of that credit. Know what I'm saying? But no, that's Brad to stand up for that. Definitely. Look, man, I'm gonna be checking on the site. A couple of days here at a time, just trying to see who on there, who I need to, because it's not only beneficial for league owners. If you're a guy in media who really cares about finding new talent, like that's the perfect place to go to instead of
Yeah, you can find both baking soda right on there right now from Pyrex Battle League. Just battled
I wanted to
recently.
talk about him. Like I've never heard that name, Bacon Soda, and the way it's spelled is crazy. Like like literally, I was going to look at his battle after this because I've never heard
Yeah,
of him.
hit us
Uh,
up with battle.
Battle Rap Boutique, my man Visuel say, can you link the site? You can't really link. I'll link it in the comments on YouTube, and I'll also link it on Twitter, just so people can like really see it because it deserves all the attention it needs. Brad, man, I want to thank you again for coming on. Y'all see his handle, Brad Season 24 on Twitter. Holla at the boy, man. Thanks a lot, Brad.
Thank you.
Hey, and thanks for everybody for tuning in, man. It was a nice little turnout. I appreciate you guys tremendously. And as always, keep it battle rap, love. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I appreciate you, dog.